Hello. What gives? What gives? We are back at it. Oh. Test. Okay. We're back at it. We're doing stuff. We got things. We're going places. We're getting it real here. What's this story about? Bruce Willis wouldn't wear a mask in a pharmacy. What's his problem? All right. Time for the Boop Show. Gotta call Dunaway. Alexiv. Don't get in trouble because of us, man. I'd feel bad. All right. Let's get the South Carolinian in here. What do you guys say? Hello.
What do you want?
What do you want?
What could you possibly want from me?
What do you want? I don't want.
Oh,
nothing.
are we doing the Boop Show tonight?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you tweet it?
No. Yes. I mean.
No, you didn't.
Oh shit! Did I not?
You didn't tweet it. How am I supposed to
We are
retweet it
going
if you don't
live.
tweet it?
Right now. Yeah, I did, didn't I?
I could tweet it myself, I suppose. That seems
did.
disingenuous.
Hold on. Frogpants.tv. Let me throw this in here. I thought I did.
The last one I see is from January to FID.
Yeah,
January
you're
to
right.
FIT.
You're right. I screwed up.
Oh. I know I'm right.
I
Oh.
screwed it up.
You didn't screw it up. Oh my God, it's the process by which I have tried to automate so many times. And it just seems like there's always a breakpoint. Always. with
Yeah,
this
breakpoint.
system.
Like Johnny Utah.
Breakpoint.
Yep. I get you.
I love the quickness of the GIF that you got. How did you get that GIF so fast? What did you?
That's why I thought I already did it, because I had it out.
Oh yeah, you done that? Okay, you already.
I already had it
set
poised.
up. I got you.
In fact, about an hour ago, I had it out. That sounds wrong. I didn't have. I did. I had it out an hour ago. Oh, my eye's still so red.
An hour ago. Now I got to put some lotion on it because it's all dry.
Yeah, you gotta rub it down, son. Oh, I should invite you.
You got to flip it up and rub it down.
Oh, interesting. Admit. Okay, you've been admitted. I gotta reply to this person. Though in that case, that would have been my oldest daughter's birth year. She now has a 2-year-old of her own.
Monkey took a
Okay.
took a tuba dump on my chest.
Okay.
Is it time to
there you
do a
are.
show
Look
where
at you,
we
looking
talk
good.
about video games?
Look at you with your hat and your business there.
I came very close. I'm ordering it online. I got a story to tell you. I got a couple of stories
Tell
to
me
tell
your
you.
story.
but,
What is the story?
Oh, no, I got to tell it on the show.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
show story.
Okay. All right.
I hate to just waste the show pre-show.
Yeah, don't waste it. When we get the Patreon going, I'll have we'll do pre and post bonus content.
Dude,
and then
we need to pressure ourselves like this week or next week to do that and just be done with it.
we need video.
Move the F on. All right, what we need to do.
We need to write a video, or we need to
All right,
just
so-
tell each other what we're gonna do, and then we have to just do it.
Let's make some show notes like we would do like a little mini show, and we'll just make it like show notes, and then we'll get on and we'll do like we always do.
We could do
Hit
that.
the high points.
We
How
could
about
do that.
That's natural and organic.
Hey, check this out. There's a movie on horror.com. Sorry, iHorror, or as you would say, horror.com.
Horror. On horror.
Something called Crazy Samurai has the world's first 77-minute one-take action film sequence.
Oh, wow. That sounds impressive. We need to see that.
77 minutes.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, I'm here.
I took 4 days off from work, Scott.
Yeah.
And I left a channel on. It was a TV channel called Cozy TV.
Uh-huh.
And every day they had the Bionic Woman, then the $6 Million Man, then the Little House on the Prairie.
Why am I not watching this Cozy TV?
I know. And then they had Highway to Heaven. So all I
that
can
sucks.
say is that we need to start the Bionic podcast and run through the entire series of both the Bionic shows.
All right, let's see. Cozy TV.
You and me.
I'm looking
I will
right
buy
now.
us the entire run, but it's on NBC. You can get it on Peacock. That's the good thing.
Oh, you can? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can watch all of the Bionic Womans on Peacock for sure.
All the
Maybe
Bionic
the
Womans?
Bionic Man as well.
I don't think I ever watched a single Bionic Woman, but I saw Bionic
I
Man a
watched
lot.
a few. She has a dog.
Yeah? Did you have a thing
I had been kind of lukewarm to it until yesterday.
Yeah.
And you remember the seminal episode of the $6 Million Man where he meets Bigfoot?
Yeah.
That's a great one. Well, in this one, she has a Scooby-Doo moment where she has to confront this alien gargoyle-looking monster. It is quite good. Season 2, episode 22, The Bionic Woman on Peacock. You got to watch it and then tell me why we shouldn't.
You had me at Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I haven't used Peacock at all. I should.
I hadn't either until that came out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching this.
I should probably use it. I should probably do it.
I'm doing this."
All right, I'm closing this email because I don't need it open. Okay.
PPC Gone says, "I have a Jack Skellington bat hat that flaps his wings like that. Send it to me now.
Ooh. Well, isn't he fancy?
Send it to me. I don't care if it's your favorite.
Yeah, send it.
I need it.
Send it. Brian wants it. Give Brian what he wants, is what I'm saying.
Give me what I want. What I really, really want."
What I really, really want. Okay, let's see. Sorry, hold on. Okay, everything's good. Oh, let me put my PC to sleep.
Let me put my PC. Oh no.
It needs to go sleep. Yeah, I was downloading XCOM again, and I wanted it to finish, and it did, and now I don't need it on. I don't need fans blowing at me. All right.
This pillow's stupid.
I got a
I
3080,
don't like this
Brian.
pillow.
I got a 3080. Did I tell you?
38. What? What? You got 38? No, you didn't tell me that. RTX?
I got an RTX 3080.
Man, where's my 3080 at, man? Why you not sharing your 3080 with me, man?
Hey, how do I? That was a really
How
good.
did you get?
You sounded like Ruby Rod there for a second.
Where's the tones? Why would you get a 3080? And how come you didn't tell me? And how come they don't have a second one that I can get?
I'm telling you right now, I got a 3080, and it's a secret how I got it. And
Oh no, it's
that's
not a
all I'm
secret to
gonna
me,
tell you.
brother.
That's all I'm going to tell you. I'll try.
I'm
hey,
your
I'm
friend.
always trying to hook you up. Are you kidding me?
I'm
Always.
your friend.
friend.
Friend. 3080.
Yeah, friends get 3080s. I'm pretty excited. I want to. You know what I want to install?
I'm excited for you. True story. I'm super excited for you.
Yeah, I'm excited because.
But God, I'm the jelly monster inside me right now though is
Oh, geez.
trying to be nice.
Okay, but what it really wants to do is what? Reach out and kill me and destroy me. Is that
Right?
what it
It's
wants?
just like, give me that card, you bastard. You know I need it.
Give me that goddamn card.
I need that card, damn you.
You put it right up my butthole.
All right, let's do it. We're going.
It has ridges.
It does have ridges, and that card has 3 big old ass fans on it. It's huge.
I know. I hate you so much.
It's enormous. Enormous. All right, here we go. Let's do a show.
Okay, pal.
Okay, video card, pal. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
This is the Boop Show for Tuesday, January 12th. It's episode 272 with Scott and Brian. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Boop Show. I'm Scott Johnson. He's Brian Dunaway, and he's wearing his Pokemon hat, or whatever that is, again.
It's just a bunny hat.
Yeah, but it's...
He's a bunny. He's a bunny. Good time, Scott.
Don't you feel the...
bunny.
Don't you feel the... I don't know, there's like a Pokemon vibe coming off of it.
I can feel that.
Do you feel that?
I can totally. Yeah, I had to, totally. I had to go collect them all.
Yeah, of course you did.
Totally. But you know what's even better than that?
What?
I finally was at the GameStop the other day, and I'm like, I go in like all the time.
Sure, you love it.
My
over
mask
there.
on, and
You're
like,
fans.
I'm like, hey, I've been waiting for an Xbox Series controller. I need a second one. I've only got one. I need one. Come on, just let me know when to come in.
Yeah.
And I came in, and the lady's like, oh, they just arrived.
Oh.
And I'm like, what?
Oh!
I'm like, gimme, gimme, gimme. And so all they had, I wanted either the white or black, but they had like this baby shark blue.
I thought
so you
they
see
only
top
had
there.
the white and black. I didn't know they had a blue. That's
I
crazy.
know. That blue looks okay from that side. It's like, oh, it's blue. But then you turn it over and it's like got this
Ooh,
under
like it.
white cover.
Kind of like it.
Look at that. It looks like a stingray almost. What is that? What are those
Yeah,
things?
stingray.
Yeah.
Stingray? Yeah, stingray.
Is it stingray?
The one that killed the guy.
Yeah, the crocodile hunter.
Yeah, killed that
He
guy.
never said he was a stingray hunter.
No. He shouldn't have gone.
But I
for
like
this.
it. I like it a lot. And you know what? I've gotten used to having the Xbox Series, and I've gotten used to having my share button.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing a game the other night, and I tried to hit the share button, and it just didn't work out for me. Made me super sad.
Yeah, that's a problem. I hit share. Well, I have the opposite problem. I hit share by accident all the time.
Oh, yeah, that happened too.
So I'll be playing along and going, "Bah!" and I'll freak out with the controller, and then I've hit share, and I don't really care to have that screenshot. But then I forget I do it, and about 3 days later, I'll open the phone app and go, what's this screenshot doing in here? Oh, right, it was when I freaking Nintendo thumbed that thing. Oops.
Yeah. Oops, a daisy.
Oops.
Oh, but while I was in GameStop, I was like, you know what? I need to up my hat game.
Yeah.
And so they had the Mario Tucci. Was it the one where he's like the little squirrel? What is it? It's not Tucci. What is it? Is it Tucci? No, that's not
Tucci.
right.
You mean the cat?
You know what
Like
I'm talking
the
about?
yellow cat?
Well, yeah, he's got the little ears on his hat. Which one was that?
Oh,
Was
that's
it?
the cat. Well, wait.
Is that the cat? No, it's cat. He's got a tail.
Oh,
it's not
now
a
I gotta
cat.
find out. Mario.
It's what's it called? Anyway, it was the big nice Mario hat with the little ears on it, right? The Tanuki. That's it. The Wraith got it.
Tanuki. Oh.
The Tanuki. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the
do you
Tanuki
have
hat.
that then? You got one then?
No, because I couldn't do it.
Why?
And I'll tell you why.
Why didn't you do
I
it?
usually don't have a problem with trying on hats in stores and then bringing them home. This was not in a package. This was a hat sitting out on a shelf. And I
COVID
just... and it's not even COVID because I'm not even, COVID surface spreading isn't too typical. It does happen, but it's not real common.
Especially
and I'm
not
like,
with like
okay,
material and stuff. Yeah, it's not like a
right, I'll be
kitchen
fine.
counter.
But
Yeah.
over the weekend, I bought some shorts, and I was at another store, and I got them home, and I put them on, and for some reason, one of my pockets felt kind of like it had something in it. And I
Oh,
reached
no.
in it, grabbed down in there, pulled it out. Somebody had taken one of their used COVID masks and had bundled it up and shoved it
Dude.
in the pocket.
I would be pissed.
And it took a few seconds because I was like, oh, what's in my pocket here? Oh, it's a mask. Okay, that looks like the surgical mask I wear. Wait a minute. I just got these. These are brand new. These are my mask.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And I throw it and had to go scald my hand.
You know what someone did? They went in there. They tried that on. They temporarily
Right.
put their mask in there. Then they said, I don't like these. They don't look good or they don't fit. And they put them back
Crazy.
and they left the mask in there. That's what they did.
What kind of evil?
Uh-huh.
That's Skeletor evil there.
Yeah, it is. Take that, He-Man. You and your
But
bunch
that's
of...
why I'm still wearing this hat and not my my Mario.
All right. Well, I still like that one. I think the
Tanuki.
one you're wearing.
Yeah, I like this one too. It's a lot of fun. But I want the Mario Tanuki.
Nothing wrong with what you got on. Well, we're going to do a show, everybody. We got games to talk about, which is good because I had a weird week. I only had time to play like one game, which I'm going to talk about today. with a little WoW sprinkled in there. You get a little Warcraft in there, but
yeah, you got to put a little bit of Horde in there.
But you'd think a guy with this video card would be like, all right, what 20 things am I going to try? And I just haven't had time. So
you put the card in already?
Oh, it's in, baby. It's in. It's in there. It's in, like Flynn. Yeah, it's
so
like.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
This sweet 30. You say 3060?
3080.
30. Okay. Oh, so this 3080 sitting there.
Yeah.
Not running any GPU cycles, just sitting there.
At the moment. No, in fact, I put it to sleep right before the show. It's sleeping now.
Yeah. Oh, it's sleeping. Oh, yeah. God forbid we leave it running.
You got any polygons you need cranked? Because I can do it. I can get that going.
I hate you.
Do you need some realistic physics lighting happening? I can do that.
You can't. Yeah. Or at least run some SETI cycles on it or something. Jeez.
Help the world. Don't just sit there and chew up freaking watts of energy. No, I understand.
Cripes.
Look, I'm pretty excited. It's after the show today. I'm gonna start using it proper. No, I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna play it. I gotta play it. Gotta get that thing going. I got what do you call it? Cyberpunk in there on all maximum. I haven't played it yet with this
God, I'm
settings.
so jealous.
Should look good. Even though Cyberpunk didn't really grab me, but maybe it will now that it'll look all pretty and stuff. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, anything's gonna get you. I mean, there's no sense in playing anything with content when you have a new video card. You're just looking to see how far can I push this thing, and that's all you're really doing.
Yeah, I'm kind of in it for the tech demos at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all you're doing.
At this moment, more will come. I did reinstall. It's game's a few years old, so it's not even like it's cutting edge or anything. But I installed XCOM 2 again because I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing that. I'm be playing that later. All right, check this out. Wondering what you should plug your blue controller into? Well, how about a game I played this week called Crying Sons? Now, some of you are going to say, Scott, that game came out September of 2019, and I would say to you, you're right. It's not the newest game. Came out just before 2020, and we've had it for a while, and I've saw it when Go ahead.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning because it was the free game this past week on Epic. I mean, anytime that bubbles up, I consider that
that's exactly why I'm bringing
conversational piece.
Yeah, it's exactly why I'm bringing it up. So the reason I want to bring this up is because most people probably missed it. Now, some of you listening or watching are going to say, what's this about? Well, let me ask you if anyone out there enjoyed the game FTL when that was a thing.
Faster Than Light.
Yeah,
yes.
Faster Than Light. You remember that piece of business? Pretty good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And had a great loop to it and very fun. Well, what if I told you that this was a hyper-stylized, pixelated, but obviously modern because there's all sorts of particle effects and lighting and stuff going on that, there's some 3D elements. This is not meant to look like a retro game. It's more like an artistic choice to go with the sort of over-pixelization. Anyway, what if I told you that the core structure of FTL was there, then also a bunch of RPG elements like, we've parked in front of a planet, Captain. That planet seems to have a weird signal coming from it. Should we send somebody down? Maybe not. Let's keep moving. Or, yes, okay, let's go down. And when you go down there, you might come back with a bunch of great scrap or other profitable stuff, or you might die. It's not always 50-50, but, there's risks and rewards with exploring every galaxy. So FTL went from like you'd choose a system, you'd go there, you'd either fight or deal with whatever was there, and then immediately move on to another system. There was that chart that just sort of sent you off in the little branching paths. This is not that. This is that at one point where you choose your system, but once you're in there, there's a system. So there's a sun and there's a number of planets and maybe some floating debris or an old ship no one knows about or, an anomaly of some sort. And so in those cases, you're in this sort of bridge view with a giant screen and the captain's standing there and you got like a robot helper and some crew members you've chosen for this flight. And you kind of make decisions on what to do while you're in that place dealing with whatever anomaly you might be dealing with. Right now on the screen, you'll see something that looks like a Borg cube.
The Borg?
They're not the Borg. It's a fake Borg. It's not real Borg.
In fact, it's just cube.
It's just a cube.
It's Borg.
It's there's nothing living in it. There's no sentience here. They just have this fuel you need to keep moving, so you suck the fuel out of them whenever you find them, and they're good for your ship getting more jumps. So So don't let that fool you. But the rest of it, it's like beautiful nebulas and crazy planets and sometimes a ship full of pirates and it wants to fight you. And then there's another game type. So when you fight, you get this tactical overhead view of you and their ship, and you have special weapons and abilities, and your crew members have skills that you can apply for a fight that is real time, but you can pause it any time and do some tactical stuff. But basically, you're just trying to take out the other ship. Again, works a bit like FTL, but a little bit more involved.
I played up to right about now in your gameplay this past week, and the reason why is I started playing. I'm like, I thought this was gonna be like FTL, and this is more like point and click choices, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to play this, and so I kind of backed out. But the fact that you're telling me there's actually a combat that's going on, because it felt very much in the very beginning that I played, it was just you're reading a story. You're going to make a decision. And while it was gorgeous and beautiful and artistic, and it kind of sucked me in a little bit. I was just like, I want actually some gameplay. And I wasn't feeling it.
Well, there's a ton of it. You just didn't hang around long enough. Basically where you're at right now, or where you were at. Sorry, Chad, I got to figure out this video. Something's being weird.
I'm huge. There's two of me.
It's weird. It's like, it's not cropping properly. The other one's not. So I got to fix it. Anyway, the point is, what was my point? My point is, it's way more than that. So you play it and you'll see what I'm talking about, but you need to play it to see.
I'm seeing now there's like a grid layout. It's like a bunch of little honeycomb.
Yeah, now this is the fight. This is the battle sequence stuff.
Okay.
So you have different systems. You have weapon systems, and you have that are coming straight from your big capital ship. But then you also have these little interceptor ships and stuff that you can control around, and they kind of do a little bit of RTS sort of action.
Right.
And it's very rock paper scissors. Like the frigates are very good against the fighters. The fighters are very good against the probes. The probes are very good against frigates. Like there's sort of a circular rock paper scissors thing.
For probes.
Yeah, always look out for the probe.
Right.
You also attack directly from the ship using your weapon systems when those have a cooldown, and you can have multiples as the game goes on. You'll build out your stuff and have better ships and better systems and all of that. But anyway, you attack their hull or their weapon systems or whatever you feel like hitting. Those 3 pink things up there on that ship. You can hit those anytime with a big fat laser, or send over fighters and let them attack the side of the ship. And they'll do that. You can see the life bar up top getting chomped down. And eventually here, you've got the win. And then when you get the win, you get a bunch of scrap or whatever other possible rewards may come from defeating these enemies. Sometimes they'll...
Okay, so I like what I just saw with this gameplay.
Well, you would. It's good.
I've got to go back in.
Yeah, you got to go back. You barely got anywhere. You got far enough to do nothing. Yeah.
My patience is very short.
Very, very short. There's way more than what you saw.
Yeah.
And then some. So here's the other thing. There's a lot early on. There's a lot of setup for the story of this captain, because you're basically like a reincarnated captain from some horrible experience, but you don't know a lot of stuff. And so you're getting clues and hints through a bunch of dialogue throughout the game. But after that initial stuff, you kind of get right to it. It's like, oh, well, all right, it's time to talk to this guy. We hate you. We want to fight. Okay, fight. Do all stuff. And if you die, it's very roguelike-y in that you go back and you got a little bit more than you had before. So now you can try again. And it's a different run. It's always procedural. It's never the same. I love the style of the thing. That's maybe my favorite thing about it.
I would watch an entire cartoon series in this style. I don't mind at all, like going through those. It just got very wordy for me at the very top, which is fine. It's fine.
There's lots of words, but you can skip a lot. Like a lot of it is, some of it's just flavor text. Like, oh, you want to fight us? And then if you really want to sit and read it all, you can. And they do, which great. It's like Animal Crossing text. In fact, here I got a little sound here. Let me play this for you. This is the very first part with some sound effects, and then you can hear them talking. Here you go.
I like all
that. That's a robot. That other one's the guy. What's going on here? So it's a lot of like, I don't know, almost like Star Wars, like talking to
fits
the
right in,
fleet
though.
while they're out fighting kind of sounds, sort of.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I'm really into it. Now, the nice thing about it is it is currently free.
Yeah, I think you could get it for another, if you're listening to this on Tuesday,
Yeah.
January 12th, 2021, you may have just a little longer to be able to get it off the Epic Game Store before it goes back to pricey.
Yeah, it goes back to cost money.
Cost money.
So right now it's on the Epic Game Store, which is where I first saw it and went, oh, yeah, I meant to pick that up. Why did I never get that? It was on Steam and I don't know, I forgot or whatever, because it's really totally, in my wheelhouse. And so I saw it there for free. I'm like, well, that's dumb. Let's just get it. And I liked it so much and spent so much time with it on there that I was like, I wonder if this is on tablets, because this would be great on a tablet.
Oh,
Sure enough, $8 gets it on the iPad
Whoa.
or Pro or your phone or whatever. It's all cloud sync, so it doesn't matter. So now I got it there. So I've been in bed just with my tablet going, playing this game. It's very good that way. It's just a very cool little indie.
I like
monster.
the name too, Crying Sons. Everything about this small universe is satisfactory. They hit all the right notes. From what I played, like I said, the only thing that was lacking for me was the gameplay, and that was my own impatience.
Yeah.
You know me. I've talked about this before. You got to give me at least some of the core gameplay within the first 5 minutes. If I'm still reading after 5 minutes or going through some kind of opening story and I haven't even moved my controller, I'm like, because gameplay is the game breaker for me.
Right.
It's like
you can
well,
tell
I
by
don't
the way this guy's playing. See how fast the text is going? What he's doing is he's just holding his mouse down. It's an option in the game they give you. If you hold the mouse down, it just speeds through text. You don't have to click or anything.
I don't want to invest in any story or characters' names until I know that the gameplay loop is something I'm going to play. So I always suggest, like, give me just a little bit of gameplay up front and then tell me some stuff.
Yeah.
Then tell me stuff.
I get you. The vibe's very cool. Again, free on Epic. Go get it. Who was it? Oh, I was going to say this is Humble Games published it. Was made by Alt Shift. Right now on the screen, you're seeing a whole other game type. There's a different layer where you go to a planet's surface. After you scan it, you send one of your officers down with a group. And while they're down there, they basically do what do you call it when you expedition.
Expedition.
And the goal is to find resources, to put down any resistance, that sort of stuff. And right now he's looking at some tutorial messages because it's the first time he's done it. But you don't have to look at that every time. Anyway, you choose your guy, you send him down to do the thing, and then that thing you can just speed up and have go really fast because it's all automatic. Basically, this little dot, well, you'll see it in a second, this little dot will run around to a mountain.
It looked like he just peed.
It did look like
towards
he
the
peed.
planet.
Looks like it came out of his unit.
Right.
But see how it stopped. Ooh, danger. There's a fight. Okay, cool. And up top, you see there's your officer, and then all those little blue guys, those are your troopy dudes. They're part of your ship, and you always want to keep them beefed up, and like plenty of those guys. This is an easy one, so he's not losing anything. If it gets real bad, there's a point where you can return and beam everybody back up. See, 2 people have been injured, so it's not a huge deal.
Oh, no.
You don't want people to die if you can help it. But this is a great way to get scrap, and scrap is kind of the currency in the game. So when you upgrade your abilities and your stuff in between missions, you're doing it all with scrap. And so it's worth doing these expeditions. And he's doing it on normal speed here, but once you learn you can just crank it, this thing just goes and gives you the rewards at the end. It's great. I really like it. The loop is good. It's a hell of a thing. It's available on everything. But if you are a PC gamer and you're like, well, I don't want to spend any money, save the $25 because that's what it is normally, and get it for free on Epic. Why not?
Hooray.
It is for free. All right, Brian, tell me all about Unto the End.
Unto the End, Scott. This is a game that at first I thought was one thing, and then there was another because you told me. And I was like, oh, look, it's an adventure game. It's a side-scrolling, very minimalist visual art where I am a bearded, red-headed guy, and I'm leaving my family. First, I'm squatted at the tree of the Tree of Life, and I guess in this Celtic type of storyline, doesn't really give you a whole lot of backstory, but you get the feeling. You get the feeling. You know what's going on. You're leaving your wife and your kid because you're going out to do some hunting.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
That's
I'm
what you
like,
do.
oh, okay, so this is going to be a little bit of exploration. That's going to be all right. The music's good. And so I hit the road and immediately fall into a pit and fall into a cave.
Oh,
All right.
geez.
So,
All right.
right. So I found out immediately that, oh, it's time for me to try to find my way back home because the hunting trip has failed. And now I just got to get back to my wife and family, as you would. And then I came across the first Morlocks. I don't know what their real names are, but they're like subterranean Morlocks, like you'd see in what was that? H.G. Wells's Time Machine. You know
Oh,
what I'm talking
Time
about?
Machine. Yeah,
That
yeah,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there's these weird subterranean creatures that are very angry. They don't speak English. That's all I know. Of course, I don't speak English either. I speak Gruntonese. And so I was like, okay, how's this gonna go?
Yeah.
So I attacked that first guy and I had no problems and killed him. Walked on by. Kept dropping my sword. I was like, okay, that's weird. Dropping my sword, dropping my torch every once in a while. Then that's when I started discovering that what Scott said was true. Scott said he had heard about this game Unto the End, that it was a Souls-like.
Yep.
And I was like, no, it's not.
Very deliberate
like,
animations, very follow
Very
through,
deliberate
timing.
animations.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. It is. It is a Souls-like. Dadgummit. And I was mad at first. I was like, oh, I've already invested myself into this game.
Sure.
I guess I'm going to go in. I don't always like Souls-like. Sometimes they get very frustrating. Let me tell you. Not this one.
Mm.
For some reason, this deliberate game tactic of fighting in this game worked out very well for me. It fits right in because of the minimalist attitude they have about everything else. We got a 2D Souls-like where you can see everything in front of you, you can see things behind you, and the timing that the developers, Two Ton Studios, the timings they did with these animations gives you enough time to actually make those deliberate moves. And it took me a good 30 or 45. I don't know. It may have taken longer than that. It took me a long time, Scott, to get out of button mash mode. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is a Souls-like, so you can't just go in. You can't learn a pattern because these characters you're going against, they learn your pattern and they adjust. And so you have to learn to watch each animation. So you have to go, oh, I recognize that animation. That animation is about to do this, and then I got to do that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
once I kind of slowed down a little bit and stopped trying to brute force my way through everything, I started really enjoying this game, this Unto the End. I had a leg up, though, Scott. I had a huge leg up. One of the developers popped into the stream that I was doing on Twitch.
Oh, no way. That's
And
cool.
yeah, so he started giving me Steven, one of the devs from Two Ton Studios, stopped by and offered some tips without spoilers. Offered some tips on how to play, what some of the characters were doing that was kind of giving me problems. And once he explained it, I was like, yeah, you're right. I should have seen that. I should have learned it. I've actually already learned it. I had there's a moment in the game. By the way, my character right now is squatted at a fire pit. And
Yeah.
at that
Very
place you can-
Souls-like, by the way. It's like camp spots
Absolutely.
where you save and heal up and do all your dumb shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Healing up. I'm making some potions from the collections I've done of herbs and bones. And just like I said, everything is super simple. And that takes away all the distractions that I've usually had trouble with Souls-like, and just really gets you in a place where you're going from confrontation to confrontation. Additionally, something I like about this game, and maybe probably my favorite thing about this game, is each area that you come into, each possible confrontation doesn't necessarily have to be a confrontation.
Mm.
It could be that the character that you're approaching, even though he looks like the other characters you've had to fight, he may not be in aggressive mood. He may just be like, okay, he may take a stance where he's kind of like back walking backwards, and you can just walk right past him.
Hmm.
And you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. And then there's areas where you'll come across, like you'll find a altar table, and you can offer things. So you can offer something to the characters that are there, and that's how you trade. And like if I've been collecting a lot of leather, but I'm always needing herbs, and so I would stop by and like, oh, an offering table. You got to pay attention to, by the way. If you don't, you'll miss it.
Sure.
So I dropped off some stuff. You wait to see if they agree. They walk over. They hold out their hand. You grab what they have, and you move along your way, being very careful not to upset anybody. Because if you make a mistake of having your sword still drawn, that's an aggressive stance.
Oh,
so
sure.
The game is really smart. The your opponents are really smart. So that made this a lot of fun. It was frustrating at times, but just about always I understood that it was my lack of patience that was the problem, not my lack of skills, but my lack of patience.
Like the other game that you barely touched and hardly looked at because you didn't have any patience. Yeah,
that's the reason why.
Yeah,
because I started another game and I was playing this one. And I was like, oh man, are all the games this week going to be like this? Where it's like, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I need to slow down.
Maybe it was you the whole
once I
time.
did,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And this game is on Steam. You can pick it up, or I think it's on the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate right now.
Yeah, it
so
is.
if you have that service, you get it for free.
Yep.
I played on the PC. You can pick it up, I think, for like $25 on Steam any day of the week. It's not a real long game.
It's like 4.5 hours is what I'm reading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4.5 hours, 5 hours is according to how stubborn you are. It took me a long time
Yeah.
to stop trying to do my, I just kept thinking,
you
well,
might
if
have
I do
been-
quick stabs.
Yeah, once you get, it sounds like it's one of those games that you just got to get the hang of what you're doing, and once you do,
Right.
you're gonna not breeze through it, but you'll know what you're against, and you'll do it.
Exactly. It requires you to adjust your thinking. You're not running in you're not trying to, the thing I like about it is you're not trying to, everything that you come against is not like an obstacle that must be handled as quickly as possible so that you can get home.
Right.
That's
is
not
good.
the idea. The idea is to investigate, to explore, to learn the creatures of the land. By the way, I only mentioned the Morlocks, but there are so many fun creatures here. There's a wampum. No, that's Indian currency, isn't it? There's a wampa,
Is it?
like on Hoth.
Is that what that is?
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
You know, he's called a wampa, right? Isn't that the creature that's in the ice cave of Hoth?
Is it? I thought those were.
I think that's right.
Not womp rats. That's a different thing.
No, it's like wampa, like WAMPA or something like that.
I forget.
I think that's what he is. Anyway, there's one of those there. He's kind of somewhere like a Yeti or a Wampa, somewhere like that. And the first one I come across is like, oh no, this guy's way
You're
bigger
right.
than
It's a
me. He's gonna
wampa.
totally kill me.
WAMPA. Wampa. You're right.
Yeah. And so you go against these guys occasionally, and oh man, they are so intense. But if you take your time, easily defeated, except for the big wampum. I keep wanting to call it wampum. That's like currency for Native Americans
Yeah.
at some point in time or whatever.
Yeah.
The big wampa, there he is.
Yeah. Oh, that's
There's
so good.
one. He's huge.
Yeah.
And he's got a deer. And
Oh,
the deer
geez.
guts are wrapped around his arm, and he literally beats you with the deer.
That's not
He's
cool.
terribly hard to get
He
away
uses
from.
a deer as a weapon. My gosh.
He does. And the things like all the battles, you don't have inventory that you put away safely. Well, you do. You have like your herbs and bones and stuff. You have like a little sack you put those in. But
Yeah.
anything you carry in your hands,
Yeah.
like your torch or your sword or your dagger,
Yeah.
oh my God. If you don't realize that you have like a rolling mechanism where you can roll, or you just get hit. You can just get hit and you'll drop your weapon. Or if you roll too many times, you may drop your weapon. You won't realize it until you're like halfway across the screen, like, oh no,
Yeah.
I don't have my sword on me. So you have to be, this game is the description. One of the descriptions is you have to be very deliberate.
Yeah.
Everything you do, you have to be very wampa deliberate. Look at that thing. That
Whoops.
thing is so terrifying.
Yeah. It's dude. Wampas are scary. They'll rip your arm off, or no, you'll rip their
Yeah.
arm off. That's how it'll go.
Well,
You'll-
I didn't rip his arm off, but I was able to defeat him. Or you could just run past. I think I ran past the second. The one that was slinging the deer, I finally just said, nah, that ain't me. I ain't going to beat this guy. Not right now. And you don't have any leveling mechanism in this game.
Mhm.
It's all, the leveling is you perfecting your skills at defending. Just Souls-like.
You're just getting better.
Souls-like, just like you said
Yeah.
from the very beginning, unto the end.
Here's a little taste of the audio.
There's a lot of breathing.
Ooh, I like it. I like that kind of meaty, dark.
Yes, very meaty.
Yeah.
And since there's no HUD, everything is done through either visual, like as your character gets hurt, if he's mortally wounded, he'll fall to his knees. He'll start breathing heavier. You can stop the bleeding by stuffing some leaves in there, or if you wait, you can heal up at like at a campfire somewhere. And the music intensifies when the situation becomes more intense. So like I said, just all these little nuances are just fantastic. Unfortunately, on Steam, I haven't seen it, but I've seen like a mixed review of this game, and I'm not sure if it's just because it's such a. I think the devs are kind of the kind of devs who feel very strongly about their vision,
Yeah.
and so they're sticking with their vision. And I have been able to see their vision, and I appreciate it, and I think it is good. And I think if you don't want to see that vision and you feel like, oh, this is frustrating, then it won't be for you. It will not be the game for you.
Yeah.
Like Dwight Schrute says in the chat room, play for 2 minutes. I wasn't feeling it. Absolutely. I wouldn't criticize anybody for trying to play this and getting frustrated right out of the gate, because it definitely requires you to play their way.
Yeah.
And I once I folded into it and said, yeah, I'm going to play your way.
Once you
I had
got
a lot of fun.
suckered into their plan, you were good.
Yeah. So developer 2 Ton Studio, publishers Big Sugar. They got a couple of cool looking games, by the way. The publisher Big Sugar
Big Sugar.
on Steam. There's a couple of cool games coming up by those guys.
Sugar.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, good. There you go. Try it on Game Pass if you have it. That way you don't spend any money and you can find out if you like it. All
True.
right. Let's play a little game. And that game is called, hold on a second. It's called, why can't I find it?
It's a me,
I always lose that. It's time to play Guess Our Game. We guess each other's games. We do this
Guess
every
it.
week, and it's fun. Now, Brian, I have 2 hints for you.
Okay.
First hint, 1995.
Oh, that was a good year.
Second hint, one of my favorite games on the platform that it was on. Okay? It's a console. I'll say that. There's another hint. See if you can figure it out. Here you go.
That's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah. Very much so. Any guesses?
Not yet. There's so much changing.
Yeah. Lots of machine guns.
1995?
Yeah, 95. The hint I'll give, the other hint is it's a PlayStation
Console.
1. PlayStation 1.
Okay, PlayStation 1, 1995.
Played it
A whole
constantly.
hell of a lot going on.
Yeah. I played this so much, I think my wife thought I was insane. I love this game. And I have friends over. We played split screen for hours and hours and hours.
It almost, I mean, there's so much. I haven't heard that much arcade
It's so loud.
bullshit.
I know.
Yeah, I haven't heard that much arcade bullshit since like Crazy Taxi. But that was on the Dreamcast. So
Yeah. It's definitely
I'm
not
not
that, because at
staying
least
there,
on
so-
Crazy Taxi has a lot of voice stuff. Here's the hint at the
Yeah.
beginning, or here's the thing that may give it away. Listen for this laugh. There you go. What do you think that is?
it's very heavy metal too. Everything's very heavy metal. Oh wait. Play it again.
Okay, you ready? One more time.
Yeah. Is it one with the clowns in it? The stupid van with the clowns, the twisted metal, twisted.
Twisted Metal. He got it.
Ah.
Yeah, the clown. His name was Needles Crane, by the way.
That's right. I saw some of their merchandise the other day at the FYE,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, man, I haven't played that game forever. It's been forever. 1995? Holy
Yeah.
Moses.
I'm surprised Sony doesn't have a new version of this as a battle royale or something. They really should. I'd play
Man,
it.
we must be on the same wavelength, because mine is a Sony exclusive as well, but it is from the year 2008.
Ooh, 2008. Well, let's find out by playing this play button here. Hold on a second.
Totally different direction.
It's a Sony exclusive, you say?
Yeah, and it was on everything they had.
Okay, so that means Vita or PSP.
Doing in there? We haven't got all day.
Oh, it's freaking. It's it's Sackboy.
Yeah.
What's it called? Had Media Molecule made it. It's
Yes,
got.
good work. We are amazing.
That's what's his name, Fry. Talking.
Yeah, it is.
Little Big Planet. Shit.
Little Big Planet. That's it. Nailed it.
There's a new one, coming soon.
There is.
Yeah. Do we know when? When's that coming out?
Is it? Well, or wait a minute. Is there another one? Didn't Sackboy just come out? Is that the one you're thinking of? Sackboy: A Big Adventure.
Sackboy. Hold on.
Yeah, A Big Adventure. That just came out, I believe.
How'd that do? Did people like it?
Let's see. Since it hit the end of 2020, that's hard to say. Yeah, it looks like it's done okay. 83, 79 on Metacritic. So like not great.
It's not
but
horrible, but that's all right.
terrible.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I've seen worse. A lot
Yeah.
worse. I had high hopes for that, so I hope it's decent. Okay, here it is. Yeah, you're right. It's out. Okay. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it. I thought I would.
I haven't either. But it did kind of hit at a weird time. I mean, there was a lot going on,
Yeah.
and I mean that was when they were pushing out the PS5 and everything else. So that would be way easy to overlook.
Do you know that the number one reviewed game in 2020 on all of Metacritic was Persona 5? Isn't that crazy?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Number one.
Interesting.
Number 2 is Last of Us Part 2.
I can believe that. But Persona
then-
5?
yeah.
I always, I've played like a Persona, but I don't remember thinking much about it. And I've always felt bad because everybody always raves about it.
Mm-hmm. They're into it, man. You got to watch out
They're
for those
really
people.
into
They're
it.
insane. Yeah. Also, that Wingspan
The
game came
Ibbotts
out.
likes that Persona, doesn't he? Isn't he in for the Personas?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't like anime
Oh.
stuff.
Oh.
You know what I do like is that Alba, a wildlife adventure. It's on Apple Arcade and on Steam, I think. I could be wrong. Anyway, it's this adorable little girl who runs around town and makes sure all the animals are okay. And it's like a little bit of Pokemon Snap mixed with I don't know what else. I don't even know what to compare it to. It's adorable.
I've got Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
I re-upped. We got a new phone for one of the family members.
Yeah.
So we all have the Apple Arcade. And what was that? What was the name of that game again?
Dirtwater McGee. Hold on. Alba, a wildlife adventure. Alba, ALBA. You should go check that out. It's cool. There's also a new dungeon crawler on there that I've been messing with. It's not bad. We're getting some decent games there. Is it worth $5 a month? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Oh, nice.
If you're playing it on the regular, it's absolutely worth $5 a month. If you're barely touching it, probably not. So it depends on how you feel about mobile games, but it's decent.
Yeah.
All right. Well done there. Now this. Ooh, time for us to read your emails. So here's this one from Tyler in Pennsylvania. I assume PA. It's got to be Pennsylvania. It's not Tyler in a pot of anus or whatever. He sent this email to boopshow@gmail.com. That's boopshow@gmail.com. Says Scott and Brian, do you guys like survival games? If so, what is one of your favorites? He says, gonna get my dad to buy me the one you guys like. Tyler in PA. Well, Tyler.
Yes.
Sometimes, very rarely though for me, the only one I really like, and it's so much more than just survival mechanics, but is No Man's Sky. Everything else is really not my jam. So Brian's the better guy to ask. Brian, do you have a favorite? I know you like penises, so probably Rust. You're probably into Rust.
I like the penises, so I would definitely say Rust is up there. If you're actually spending real money, if you're going to have someone go out and spend real money on a survival game, I don't think you can go wrong with Rust. It is
Rust has
it's going to give you a
penises in
lot
it.
of survival. Now, like there's Ark Survival and there's a whole bunch of other games out there too, but Rust is just, I think it gets down to the basics of what a survival game is.
Tally in the chat makes a good point. Subnautical is the best, or is a really good single player one. That's another one I really like. I forgot to mention that. That game is rad. That's a very cool
awesome.
game.
But sometimes I forget it's a survival game because it feels more like just an exploration game that's timed. But I don't argue that it's a survival game. It's absolutely a survival game.
Oh yeah,
but
you gotta build the stuff and do the thing, and you gotta run out of oxygen, and you gotta have some, you gotta breathe air. You need all that stuff.
You gotta breathe air.
Yep.
But I mean, also, it's according to what your age group is. I personally love the Don't Starve series, and you can pick those things up pretty inexpensively, and it is just, survival arcade. It has the loop of survival just over and over again.
Yep, you got a sanity thing, you got a eating thing you got to do. Those are hallmarks of the survival genre. It's good stuff. Clay makes nothing but great games. So of one of those, that is one of the better ones. I just don't like it as a thing. It's just not my jam.
Right.
But No Man's Sky for whatever reason transcends that for me, and I don't think of it as a survival game only. It's
I don't really think of that as a survival game either. I mean, there's elements of survival, but I don't think that's necessarily that's not the core of what's going on. The Raft is a survival game in my opinion. It's very much that seems like the whole point is to survive. You're not trying to research anything. You're not trying to, repair stuff necessarily. You're just trying to survive.
We got to get to a place in our society where survival games don't feature the very first thing you do is cutting down a tree.
Yeah, with your hand.
Yeah, just punching a tree till you have enough wood. I hate that.
I've never understood that. You're never going to survive doing that. Do not. If you're in a situation and you have to survive, I'm telling you, don't punch a tree.
Don't punch a tree.
That's not going to work out for you.
Yeah, Don't Starve is on Game Pass. Confirmed. So.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, don't have to buy nothing at all if you're going to get the Game Pass.
Go get that. Why not? I wish they'd put Subnautica and its sequel on there. That'd be cool. Also, does anyone know? I have a question for everybody. I've been playing Phoenix Point, which is by the original XCOM, guy in the 90s XCOM developer made Phoenix Point. Came out last year. Right. And I like it. However, it was really buggy at launch, so I gave it some time. Now it seems to be cleaned up nicely. But there are two versions on Game Pass. One is, and this is all PC. On Game Pass PC, one version is called, I forgot, Complete Edition or something. And the other one's just the original game. Complete Edition says, oh, yeah, it comes with all the DLC we put out. Makes sense to me. I get it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say whether or not all the fixes are only in that version, and the old version still has bugs in it that are just, stuff they just said, well, whatever, it's just part of the original release. And that's the one on Game Pass, whereas the other one's $60. Does anyone know the difference? Subnautica is on Game Pass, but what?
Yeah, I thought it was. It has been for a long time. I wasn't sure if it had left, though, because we've lost a lot of things here at the beginning of the year.
Tyler at PA, go play that, dude. It's great.
Yeah, if you've got the Game Pass, get the Ultimate if you have a PC, so you can do both. Or if you have just the PC, you can, $4.99?
Yeah, it's cheap.
$4.99?
I think it may have gone to 10 now. They're out of beta, but could be wrong.
Right.
I think it might be
but,
$9.99.
under $15. $15 gets you both if you have the console and the PC.
Tell your dad to do that. Tell your dad to buy you an Xbox Series X or S and then get Game Pass. That's what you should do.
I was going to buy you a game, but instead, I want a console.
Yeah, buy a whole console plus access to hundreds of games. That's the deal you're going to reach.
That's our recommendation.
Go check it out. That email address again is boopshow@gmail.com. As always, our website is frogpants.com/BOOP. And you can find old episodes there, as well as posts for every episode we do, a little bit of show notes, and direct links to files, if that's how you prefer to get it. We also put our shows on YouTube after the fact, and of course, they are VODs here on Twitch as well. Hey, sometimes
video on demand.
Sometimes Brian Dunaway streams, and when he does, it's at Brian Dunaway over there on Twitch. Twitch. Twitch.tv/Brian Dunaway. Okay.
Subscribe or like and or do whatever the thing
Follow,
is. What is
whatever,
it?
all of it.
Follow. That's what it is follow on Twitch.
Yeah. Follow
But
it.
then you'll know when I'm online. But I'm online tomorrow night about 5:30. I'm going to be playing Homework for Boop Show next week. I'm going to be playing Skellboy Refractured.
Well, I got this
But-
I got a code for this. Is it good? Should I play it?
I don't know. I'm about to find out. I'm going to open it up tomorrow night. It's been out. Skellboy itself has been out on the Switch and a couple of other platforms for about a year now, but they just released it for PC and it's hit tomorrow. I believe it launches on Steam.
Oh, what a weird art style this has.
Yeah, I love it. It's like Paper Mario or something. It's that flat character design. The look is what got my attention. So we're gonna
Play
see.
as Skippy, the square, flexible skeleton, in this cute action RPG to keep a heartbroken court magician from destroying the world with his army of monsters and undead. Change out your body parts with types of enemies and friends and become the hero of Kobold Kingdom.
That's what you do.
Okay, I'm in. Let's check it
What
out.
you do.
A sequel to Skellboy, the original.
Well, it's not a sequel. It's just is Skellboy Refractured, which is kind of like the question you was asking. What does it include? It includes the original, plus some content and updates that came out since it was released in late 2019, and now it's being released.
It's got a really funky art
2021.
style. I think people should check it out.
Yeah, that is what actually appealed to me. I was like, you know what? I want to see something that looks a little bit different, and this
Yeah.
looks different.
I might have to check this out too, so we can talk about it together.
Check
All
it
right.
out.
I don't know what I'm playing yet, so I'll let you guys know next week when we are back here on the show. That's gonna do it for us, for me, for Brian, for all of you. We'll see you next time. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I don't like Steam. I love Steam. You want me to say the words?
Hey, I added one. See?
You did.
Yeah, baby. Oh, I never recorded the video. Oh, Scott.
Oh no!
Well, that's no good, isn't it?
Oh, we still got the Twitch, though, don't we?
Yeah,
Got
we
the
do.
Twitch record, so
I could go in there and download it and put it up on YouTube.
you don't have to download it. You can just export it straight to YouTube. You don't do that?
I don't think they let you do that anymore. Didn't they pull
What?
that? Yeah, because
I don't
when
think
Amazon bought them, they didn't want to like do favors for Google anymore.
I just did it yesterday.
I could be wrong. It may still be there. I thought I swear somebody said you couldn't do it anymore.
No, not that far as I know. I just did it yesterday. Export. Blook.
I'm looking right now. Hold on. What in the heck? Oh,
What the poopy pants?
I'm surprised how fast this M1 is. Jeez.
Oh, I hate you for that too.
It's weird. It's not
Double
supposed to
jealousy.
be. I don't understand why it's so fast. This is a purchase I had to make last year as a end of year business thing. Because my accountant's like,
Right,
you
right.
need to spend some business money this year.
Okay,
I'm like, well, it's a pandemic year. Everything's tight. We're trying to. I know, but if you don't do it, this tax reason, that tax reason, whatever. So I'm like, fine, and I did it, and it's substantially faster.
Yeah, that makes me mad.
It's crazy. I'm a little surprised. I thought that their claims of
Yeah.
performance were going to be whatever, and like stuff that's not universal yet, like well, even Audition is not universal yet, and it's
Yeah.
running faster in what's the Rosetta Stone 2 than it is natively on an Intel box. I didn't expect that. Really surprised me. All right, what am I doing? Oh, I'm looking up. What was the thing you say I was supposed to look up? What was I looking up?
Export. Just you go to the
Oh.
video that you just recorded, and this there should be either watch or export. Should be up there somewhere.
And the export, what? Lets me just log in with my credentials and export it?
Yeah, yes, exports it right to YouTube. Doesn't ever touches your computer at all. It just goes straight to the YouTubes.
They're not in here. When's the last time you did this?
Yesterday,
Oh,
this morning actually.
well,
Let me see.
frick.
Let me look at the exact location here so I can. So I go to my little face on the right hand side, and then I go to video producer.
Yeah,
Is that where you're at under the video
yeah,
producer?
I'm there now.
All right. And then there's the three dots to the far right hand side of the video you're looking at.
Yeah.
and you should be able to go down to watch and then export. Should be.
I have
the one
export.
right below. Yeah, click
Yep.
export.
Yeah.
Export to YouTube.
You have an export to YouTube? I don't show
No,
that.
no. When you click on export, it should say pop another window that says export to YouTube.
I don't have that.
So when you hit the export button, what does it do?
Nothing. Just says export, and then it says preparing your file. We'll let you know when it's ready to download.
Oh, okay. So it's probably not ready to be exported. It's probably processing it still.
Oh, so
on their
maybe it'll
local
do it
server.
at the end of that. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
have
if
done
you
that
click-
before
click-
where I just download it.
Yeah, click the next. Yeah, click the next video and then do an export on that one. One
Should
that's
do
been
like a
processed
small one or
thoroughly.
something.
Yeah.
Hold on. I lost my tab. Twitch.tv/butthole. Okay. Oh,
Butthole.
there's a DJ. Hold on.
Hey, when they do that, it's
Oh,
always
look
a
at this
DJ.
guy. He's rocking. dude.
Always a DJ up there. Every time on the front page, there's a DJ.
Not-
Makes me
not
think I'm doing the
really,
wrong thing. Maybe it makes me think that playing video games is not the way to make money on Twitch.
His name is Paxahow, and he currently has 19,000 people watching him. So
I
think
know.
he's-
That's what I'm talking about.
I think he's doing all right. Okay. Sorry. Where am I? Channel, video recorder, creator dashboard. All right. I had to reopen all this. Where the hell was I? Content, video, producer. Here we go. All right. We're choosing one that I already did. We'll do the morning stream from today. We got the download, and it just says the same thing. Just preparing.
Really
Yeah. No option
Perfect.
for the YouTube.
interesting. No, mine. So that's odd. Mine just pops right up and says export to YouTube's.
Poop. Probably because I'm still. No, it doesn't matter what one I'm doing.
No, I wonder if what browser you're using. The Firefox, you said.
Try the right now Firefox. Yeah.
Right. You're not blocking anything, right?
No blockers at the moment. I turn off all that stuff for shows, unless I'm
Right.
on YouTube, because then I don't.
Hmm.
I'm thinking about just getting YouTube Premium, so I don't have to freaking deal with that.
Yeah.
But I
thought
also
about
don't
it,
like
too.
giving them money.
I hate giving them money. Why
Something
is
about
that?
giving them money that I don't like.
Yeah, that's the truth. I don't mind giving it to a lot of places, but YouTube.
I don't know
How
why.
many times they've harassed me about stupid copyright shit that had nothing to do with anything?
Yeah, that's what it
Won't give
is.
them nothing.
That's what it is. And they banned me for a month or whatever
Yeah.
it was for something I didn't do. Just
Yep.
made me mad. So
Never
now I'm
gives you
like,
any
oh, you really want me to
recourse as a
roll around to
content
pay you
creator.
some money, do you? Every month, do you?
Yeah, and unless you're one of their golden children content creators, you can forget it. You're just
Flipping off
trash.
my microphone.
Makes me mad. Yeah, right.
Take that. Can you hear that, YouTube?
Take that, YouTube, you dicks. All right, that's it for the show, everybody. We'll talk soon again, Brian and I, and then it'll be next week. We'll have another show. Bye, Brian. All right, thanks, everybody. You've been great. I'll see what I can do about getting the video up. I feel bad. I don't want to leave those people in the lurch. It's not a ton of people on YouTube because, most people are getting the podcast, but still, I try to like to do what I can do. You know what I mean? All right. Bye, everyone.